I'm Lisbeth Alcantara. I'm an ophthalmologist at the city. Here in Salama is totally different from the city. People here have many economic problems. So it's difficult for them to get surgeries when they need them. About the surgeries here, we have 2 or 3 top per week.
In this part of Guatemala, there's one doctor for 750,000 patients. So that he cannot keep up with the rate of blindness. So curable blindness is increasing here because there's just nobody here to do it.
There's no other place like this in all Baja Verapaz. This is the only place. So here is always full, and the need is great.
There's a very deep shortage of physicians here, and so you see a lot of the people needing their cataract removed, and they're very dense cataracts. So some of them go to hand motion, light perception. Some you can't even see through. They're very dense and very difficult to remove.
Being blind, I mean, all of us think about that. Close your eyes. I mean, that's pretty devastating to lose all of that. In Guatemala, when someone goes blind, it's really another member of the family that takes on the responsibility of taking care of this person. What happens is the person that could be working is staying in the home taking care of that person, and the person that is blind cannot contribute. We're actually freeing up more than one person when we give one person back their sight.
When we're in an area such as this, one of the things that we want to do, of course, is to teach, but also we need to do numbers and help the local local patients. So basically what we usually do is we set up one setup where there's a table to my right and a table to my left. In the one on my right side, only left eyes will go to that. So all I have to do is swing over, do the left eye, then I swing back, and then this table will be somebody already set up with the right eye.
It's very busy in there. One patient is being operated on, the next one's being loaded and ready, and I'm speaking to them, preparing them, letting them know what's going on, making sure that they're comfortable.
This way it maximizes the number of cases we do as well as the teaching.
As a group, I think we're a well-oiled machine.
Ultimately, there are 2 aspects to any one of these eye camps, and there's the doing part, which means we're going to come and we're going to do a couple hundred surgeries this week, and that's very good. But that's the entry level. In the long run, it really also involves training the local physicians to do the same thing.
What we are doing is partnering with Dr. Orlando Gonzalez, who is a local ophthalmologist. He's the only ophthalmologist in this area.
The local physician here, Dr. Gonzalez, he wants to get more efficient at what he does, and he wants also to become a good phacoemulsification surgeon. Today, he and I just sat. He did parts or all of the case, depending on how comfortable he was. I needed to show him a few things, a few tricks, so we'd switch places back and forth.
What we can help most with is getting the local physicians at a point where they're not only good at what they do, but they're efficient enough where they can start to do increasing numbers. And I think part of that is training, and part of it is actually demonstrating the entire system to them. You can have the world's greatest physician, but if he doesn't have the resources or the support behind him to get these patients in and screened and moved, he's still going to be very limited in what he can do.
I was impressed because I haven't seen that it was so fast, and then the other patient, they just clean their gloves, and then the other patient. It was new for me. Everything is organized there. They are an entire team. They work all together and everything, that's why everything is fast and good, because they work as a team. If we could do that, that would be great. That's something to work about and talk about. I think it's possible.
One of the greatest joys for us is the day after surgery. When you take someone who's completely blind and you take the patch off.
People will jump up and they'll hug you, and family members start to cry, and people will see children or grandchildren they've never seen. So it just spreads through the whole clinic. It becomes a very emotional time.
The most memorable experience would be the gentleman who previously not had any sight. He had both of his eyes operated on in the past 2 days. Today was the day that we removed his second patch. He was at a loss for words when his patch was removed.
We're lucky to have a skill where you can go into an area and truly make a difference. And you never forget these people. I can go back to day one, remember what a joy it is to take those patches off.
Something is very special about the Moran. There is this sense of us all working for one goal, and it is just extraordinary to be surrounded by this group of people that are very talented and very humble and willing to share their knowledge and their expertise. And there's just a feeling of pure joy of everyone working together. I just think it is one of the best experiences, and I will continue to do it until I can't do it anymore.